For the rest of us, in England at any rate, the day we've all been waiting for, the return of outdoor sports as part of the government's lifting of lockdown restrictions. Let's talk to the Chief Executive of ukactive, Huw Edwards. Huw, good afternoon. Very happy day for you and for lots of people. How important today is it?
Absolutely. Good afternoon, Mick. It's a significant day as a major milestone in the government's roadmap is met, with the ability for people to go outside and take part in sport and physical activity for the first time in months, which is a major factor in their physical, mental and social well-being. So it's a very significant day, and the sun is shining as well, which is even better.
You've been banging on at this door for months. How hard has it been to get the government to listen?
Well, the government's been very cooperative in terms of the roadmap, and I think we're very understanding in terms of this major phase today. And then obviously going forward, Mick, with the 12th of April, indoor facilities, gyms, pools, leisure centres as well. And then the 17th of May with indoor sport and group exercise are all key milestones to ensure that people across the whole country are able to take part in sport and physical activity in the way they want to. And that's going to be a major factor going forward in improving the health of the nation.
Can you underline for me the significance of all this in terms of mental health as well as physical health?
Well, it's huge. I mean, especially in this last lockdown, Mick, it's been a massive factor. The last lockdown has been very, very challenging for everybody in terms of impacts on both people's physical and mental well-being, and not having, especially through the winter months, the options to be active as much as they wanted. And so that's been a major challenge. It's had impacts into the millions of people drop in activity levels, and obviously a very well documented impact on mental well-being across the country as well. Now is the opportunity for the government to give this level of support, opening up the sector as a whole over the coming weeks, and then giving it the full backing in terms of reopening, but also financial support as well to ensure it can play its fullest role in society.
You know as well as I do, a lot of golfers heading out into the course today have been saying, I don't see why I couldn't have been on the course a month ago, 2 months ago. Do you agree?
Well, I think we have to respect the government in terms of its decisions. I know there's frustrations across all the sector. But we are going through a very cautious period in terms of managing the crisis, which has been COVID, and coming out of that, especially with the brilliant work around the vaccine. So, yeah, we respect the decisions the government has made and follow that roadmap between now and the next few phases coming through. Marry that reopening is very important with that financial support as well, which we're looking to continue to get from government as well.
We'll start to see gyms and leisure centres open for indoor activity in the next phase, those that are still there, but some, quite a lot, have closed in the meantime. How big a blow is that to the health of the nation?
Well, it's a huge blow, Mick. We estimate at ukactive that around 400 facilities have closed up to the budget, and we also know that the last budget from the Chancellor fell short in terms of providing that level of financial support. We're going to work very hard with the government on reconciling that, but we need to look at issues around parity around VAT for our private operators, and also there is a whole of hundreds of millions in funding public leisure which need to be reconciled. So the story of reopening the sector is part of the story. The full story is reopening alongside financial support, which is essential. Do you feel that lessons have been learned, that you've managed to educate people in power, I don't mean just narrowly in the government, but generally, about the importance of physical exercise for the nation? I think we're getting there. I think it's been positive to see so many references to exercise across the whole of the last year. Is now turning that into practice, and we need to support the most entrenched parts of our society who really struggle with physical activity for various reasons, to make sure they can play their fullest role. The reason why this crisis was so challenging for the nation was because of the health inequalities we face, and physical activity and exercise and sport has a key role in levelling up the health of the nation, and we want to make sure that our sector, through support from government going forward, can play its fullest role. Final question, you've been out yourself yet doing anything physical? Been out this morning, and I'm going to go out as soon as I can this afternoon once my meetings are open, to get out in the sunshine, Mick. Brilliant. I won't keep you any longer, though. We do have Scott Lloyd, who's the boss of the Lawn Tennis Association, on the same subject very shortly. Thanks very much indeed. Enjoy your physical activity. Thanks, Mick.